today on Admirals All Access. The Admirals veteran defenseman and Badger State product. Born and raised in Wisconsin, number 7 has endeared himself as much to fans for his hard-nosed play as his hometown appeal. Get to know Joe Piskula and some of his closest friends next on Admirals All Access. Saturday morning in Milwaukee. It's a game day for the Milwaukee Admirals and defenseman Joe Piskula. In less than 12 hours, the team will be hosting a game against arch-rival Chicago. But for now, other duties require more immediate attention.
This is my horse, Ted. There's a ton of dogs who live in these apartments right here, and they have the dog bags out, and in the 3rd Ward there's a few places around that have those, so it's pretty dog friendly, I'd say. And even on Brady Street there's a couple places that you can take your dog in, like to a coffee shop, or that's pretty cool.
I love being a dog owner. He's like a kid to me almost. We treat him probably more like a human than a dog sometimes, but yeah, it would be weird without him.
Piskula's journey to professional hockey began quietly in Antigo, a northern Wisconsin town where aspirations of the NHL weren't as big as one dream in particular.
I didn't even really have a dream of playing in the NHL. My dream was to play for the Wisconsin Badgers, and it was awesome that came true. Winning a national championship with the Badgers was the coolest thing you could do with a close-knit group of guys. We basically had home ice advantage through the whole thing. We had regionals in Green Bay, and then Frozen Four was in Milwaukee here at the Bradley Center. So we won the whole thing right in the state of Wisconsin. It was pretty special.
There, I got lots of stuff to get out here.
My smoothie concoctions are something I think everyone should try. They might not look the best, but they got everything you need right there in one glass.
Cheers. Breakfast of champions right here.
I think it's an interesting way to start the day. Not necessarily what I would choose, but I think it's good for an athlete and for him to, pack it all in there. So definitely does not look good. Every time he tries to get me to have it, I politely decline.
Lauren is a budding entrepreneur and has found her own identity outside of Joe's hockey career.
I'm an interior designer, and I started my own business in 2012. My company's name is Deluxe Design Studio. I do mainly residential design, and pretty much all of my clients right now are in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Illinois. So residential design, I do anything from finishing off decorating someone's house to this last summer, I basically worked with a builder and built a house from scratch. One day I'll be sitting at my desk all day. The next day I'll be meeting with a client, and the next day after that I'll be, shopping for a lot of pretty things to put in people's houses.
Now we have the sheriff from Milwaukee coming over. The sheriff escorts me to practice every morning.
A day in the life here. This is a special day. Anago Joe Piskula.
Yeah, big Anago day.
Yeah, it's been great having Fordo just on the hall, just a few doors away. We only have one car, so with Lauren needing to get around once in a while, I jump in with Fordo every morning and head to the rink, and he just stops by and knocks on the door, and away we go.
Yeah. Twin day.
Just have good style.
I know he called me last night and made sure that we were gonna look the same going to the rink. So. Yeah, no, this is kind of our routine in the morning though. I come down, knock on the door, and we head off to work.
Have a great day, guys.
10 hours remain until the puck drops for Joe Piskula and the Milwaukee Admirals. "8:30 a.m. and players begin arriving at the dressing room for morning skate. It's a chance to prepare the body both mentally and physically for the contest ahead.
Funny guy. I thought I was heavy. It's like, what did I eat last night? Holy. Yeah, we have an optional morning skate today, game day. Sometimes we get most of the guys out there, and sometimes they'll only get a few, kind of depending on how many games we played and how tired guys are. So I'm sure most guys will skate today, so you can see us rip around out there.
By 9:15, the entire team is assembled for a short meeting. The coaching staff breaks down game film to plan its attack for Chicago.
Roddy's up nice and tight. This is exactly how we want to set up against these guys tonight. All right? Quick win. Let's go. It's an easy out for us. One step, and we can rip it out that side. Okay? So we're trying to have...
Coach Stan had me run morning skate. That's a first. I didn't know he was serious at first, but then I was up at the board and I had to come up with a couple drills, and
Hey, listen up.
I came up with one decent one.
We're gonna start out with 3-lane shooting. Just like that. Got it? Hey, don't mess it up, Tony. You guys.
It's a hockey team. Every day, guys are giving it to each other, pushing each other's buttons, you know, just trying to get a rise. And it's fun though. Like it's a fun group of guys.
After video, a final warm-up. Then it's off to practice ice at the Kern Center for the morning skate.
On a game day, when there's basketball games or events at the Bradley Center, we have to drive over to the Kern.
Whoa, Tony!
Watch out!
Good thing we got our gear on. Should have had our helmets though.
Oh man, it's slippery.
And then head out on the ice. It's usually a short practice, 20, 30 minutes, and you're off. Just to feel the puck, feel good, and get a short sweat, and you're ready to go.
The boys are chippy as the Anago native leads them through their paces.
Get this guy out of here.
Apparently this isn't a joke, I'm really doing this, so. First one, we're gonna do 3-0 weave, going back and forth. Yeah! Half here, half there. Oh, I wasted it.
Taylor Beck, we call him Gretzky, Wayne Gretzky, Gretter. He was coming down on a 2-on-1 on me, and I always try extra hard against him because he gets fired up when I shut him down.
Becker's so mad.
Why?
He hates
when you break up.
when you break up just 2-on-1 on game day. Wah. Wah. Yeah! That's one! That was to you. Oh! It's a good one, right?
No, it's not
What?
bad. It's not bad. I've seen much better.
Yeah! I wasn't very prepared, but I whipped up a couple drills there for the boys. Yeah, just get our feet moving out there and a little flow. Usually I make lunch at home, but with Anago Day tonight and my parents being in town, we're gonna go out somewhere and probably get some pasta somewhere.
We made a plan to try to get as many people down from Anago to a game and every ticket that was bought from Antigo, $5 will go back to Antigo Youth Hockey Association, and it turned into a great cause. Came in, got the body ready, went out for a little twirl over at the Kern Center with the boys, ran a couple drills, kind of unusual, and then come back here, a little stretch, a little foam roll, hop in the cold tub. It's always fun jumping in the hot tub, cold tub with all the boys. And now we're gonna shower up and go to lunch, get some fuel, and we'll be ready to go.
A pregame lunch is the final time to refuel the body.
We ate at Bavette in the 3rd Ward, and I would say it was pretty fantastic. It's a good lunch spot. Really unique menu, pretty unique for a pregame meal, but good feel for tonight. And the design is fantastic here.
After lunch, my parents gave us a ride back to our apartment, and my sister, who was trying to make lunch, Trish, showed up and got to at least say hi to her for a couple minutes there.
Hi, Milwaukee.
From there, we head in and to relax and take a little nap, and just had a little snooze getting ready for the game.
9 hours remain until the outcome of tonight's game is decided. Part of being an Admiral is being accessible to the fans. For Joe Piskula, playing in his home state brings some added attention.
Oh, look at that.
Big Joe from Anago.
Playing in Milwaukee is great. We love the city. There's great fans. They've been here for a long time, and there's huge support for the team. Great organization from top to bottom, from Nashville to the Admirals staff and owners. They're all really involved and great people. It's a fun place to play, and it's great to play in front of these fans.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
What is the thing I've done this year so far?
Great to be home.
It's 4 p.m. At the BMO Harris Bradley Center, Marquette fans are celebrating a win over Seton Hall as a crew begins the changeover from hardwood to hockey ice. On Pittsburgh Avenue, Joe and Ted have risen from their slumber.
Yeah, Ted and I had a nap. Snuggled in bed.
This is about as good as the Bradley Center ice is going to be tonight after a Marquette basketball game all day.
2.5 hours until game time, and the boys ready for departure to the rink.
Joey, where's the fam at?
Lauren went to go meet my parents and my sister, and the 200 Antigo people at Turner Hall across the street.
The changeover crew is running behind schedule.
We're supposed to play a hockey game out here, but it's not looking too good. When the floor's on top of the ice, it makes the ice bad when it comes off, and the shorter amount of time that it has to be off, the worse the ice is. So I think it was about 6 o'clock, an hour before our game, when the last boards were coming up. So you start to prepare thinking we have to play more simple. The ice is going to be bad. The pucks are going to be bouncing. So it does go into account and kind of becomes a factor.
It's 6 o'clock and the gates are opened. The crowd from Antigo begins to fill the seats. It's a big night for the Piskulas and for Antigo Youth Hockey.
It's really neat because people coming down and supporting them, and Antigo being a small town the way it is. And now tonight with everybody here, it's been great.
Great having them back in Wisconsin.
I love being a small town kid. I feel like I had great support all the way through. I always have, like, even in this day, Antigo Day, like, you can see that, like, how many people come to watch, and I think being from a small town also helps support that.
What brought us here today is the Admirals, through Joe, reached out to our youth program to bring us down for a fundraising event. called Anigo Night. We brought members of our community down and some of our youth players that are 8 and under to come down and be able to skate and meet some of the players and do Zamboni rides, ride the ship, just do a lot of fun stuff for the kids.
For the 29-year-old Piskula, preparing for a hockey game is about routine. He stretches, he dresses, and he joins in a pre-game ritual with teammates, all part of his routine. Piskula is on the bench for the opening face-off as the puck drops and the game gets underway.
Maggie! We gotta get hold-ups by like our winger, hold up by the wing and like the board deep. Hey!
Like many games with Chicago, the contest is evenly matched for the majority of the first period. Then, near the 14-minute mark, the Admirals strike first.
Sapineri into the near circle for Potato. He tried to pass instead. Broken up far circle. Score! Vinny Sapineri will bury the power play goal.
It's always great to score first. You hope for that, obviously, every game, but I think the percentage of winning is pretty high when you score first, and huge momentum boost and great way to start the game.
Joe, we've got a bunch of fans in the stands tonight from Antigo, Wisconsin, your hometown. I hear you got a big group of people out here with you tonight. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, got a great group up there in 209, 210, and it's just great to see everybody come down and support Antigo youth hockey and myself too.
Being up by a goal, it helps carry the momentum through the intermission, and you don't get too high, you don't get too low. Thanks, you just go in and talk about things we did well and try to carry it on into the second.
We played well. It's just you got to keep it simple because of the ice. So we'll address that and just keep trying to force turnovers. We did a good job at that and try not to turn the puck over ourselves.
The 2 periods left to play will decide the outcome. The start of the second period. A bad turnover by the Admirals in their defensive zone allows Dmitry Yaskin of Chicago to tie the game just 21 seconds in.
Second period didn't start off the greatest for us. Like we were talking about, the ice is bad, and just a couple bad bounces, the puck sticks, and before you know it, the first goal's in our net.
Just 50 seconds later, the Wolves take the lead on a shorthanded goal by Keith Aucoin.
And the Wolves are up 2-1. That shorthanded goal for Keith Aucoin beat Hellberg high to the glove side.
Bad bounces, and 2 minutes in, 2 quick goals, and that's hockey. Like they found a way to capitalize on a couple bad bounces for us.
With his team down, Piskula pitches in with physical defense every chance he can get.
Try to be physical and just steal the momentum back slowly, and that's what we're trying to do.
The horn will sound to end period number 2.
Statement game, hey? They're getting no more points from us this year.
Ford will pipe up when it's needed, but he's a captain. That's his job, and he's got to be a vocal leader, and he does a great job at it. And I think it's a huge thing for this team.
We just got to bounce back ourselves. Those bounces are going to go our way if we keep playing like we are. Just 2 lucky goals by them, so we'll get it.
The third period between the Admirals and Wolves begins with a 1-goal Chicago lead. The Antigo contingent knows one swing of momentum is all the Admirals need.
Third period was, again, the same as it always is with Chicago. It's very even and not a lot of momentum swinging in either way. I think we had some good chances, but weren't able to find the back of the net. And we had some good 6-on-5 time with our goalie pulled, but once again, their goalie stood on his head a few times.
The horn will sound to end the contest.
For me as a player, when we lose, I don't like to dwell on it long. Sometimes if maybe you made a mistake during that game, it's harder to let it go, but I think you kind of revisit some situations in the game that you think you maybe could have done better, and then once you figure out something you could have done better, then you've learned from it and you have to let it go. And it's good because you got to move on and get ready for a game the next day. Going out to see all the Antigo people, all the kids, all the parents, after a loss, it can be tough, but at that point the game is over, and especially all the kids out there waiting, like wanting autographs and pictures, like that's so much more important.
Did you have fun? Yeah. Awesome.
Going out to meet the crowd and all the kids, those are things that they'll remember forever too, and hopefully that gives those kids dreams and helps them in their hockey career too.
There you go, buddy.
Despite the loss, this special night is sure to stick with Joe Piskula for years to come. Having the support of his hometown and the fans of Milwaukee will continue to push Antigo Joe and this year's Admiral squad to the next level.